Papi, amigos y podcast.
Papi and Friends podcast.
It's Poppy, baby.
Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Positive Poppy, baby. We are here on another episode of Poppy and Friends. And before I forget, this podcast is powered by the one and only Solid Coffee Roasters based in Bellflower and Artesia. Bro, if you were over with me right now, I would get you coffee. But because you're in a whole other country,
Feel that.
so we're sharing it through spirit.
Yeah, man. Let me sip it here.
There we go. I got a little weed today, so.
Yes, I.
So for all you guys, I'm sitting with the visual artist from Trinidad, KristonKK. Officially, my first international guest, bro.
Oh, man. Blessings.
It's
That's
exciting.
Yeah,
So-
man. I have a quick question before we start.
Yeah.
What was interesting to me was like, how'd you find me? Like, how did you come across me? Because I saw the message, and you know, sometimes people message, and I thought it was spam at first, and then I was like, I looked at some of the podcasts, I looked at some of the stuff, and it was like, Brandon was good, the conversation was good. I was like, how did you find me? You know?
No, that's a great. Honestly, I go on rabbit holes on Instagram all the time.
Yeah.
And
I
I think I found you from like 3 different people's stories, like going into somebody else's story,
yeah,
and then another story, and then they reposted your work or something like that. And I was like, yo, this is hard. And then I went to your page and I was like, let me slide into these DMs real quick.
Yeah, man. My headphones is disconnecting. It might be bigger headphones. I might look like I'm about to do a real podcast here. But these headphones.
Yeah, just to avoid that echo. There you go.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Oh, bro, those are hella clear.
Yeah, man.
So let's just get warmed up a little bit, man. Let's get warmed up, loosen. So, What's your favorite color and why?
I haven't been asked that question for a while. I don't know. Right now, I have like a palette of colors that just like I'm drawn to right now. It's pastel colors. There's this particular piece that I'm working on, an art piece, and I decided to do over my room, and I had to fill cracks. So I used, you know what I used to like fill cracks? It was putty.
Yeah.
So I was like, if I mix this with acrylic paint, how the textures and the feeling would be. So I like mix it, and all the colors has this tone that is nice. Like it's always nice, like a white, like pastel feel. So any color that's pastel right now.
Okay.
It was red at a point in time, like bright red, but I don't know. As like a visual artist, it changes because I'll see one thing one day and then I'll see the next thing another day. You know.
That's so real. If you had to describe yourself in one word, what would it be and why?
I feel like I could describe it in a phrase, leaf in the wind. Because I feel like, I feel connected to different things and I kind of go with it. And then from that, I kind of flow to something else. And then it kind of like, it just flows on like where the water flows, I flow with the water. And sometimes, it just goes where it needs to go, you know.
I love it, bro. So leaf in the wind.
Yeah, leaf in the wind. Where the wind blows,
Ooh,
go,
ooh,
you know.
my guy. So now you're a visual artist, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? Like I feel people have different definitions, or people struggle even with that word, with that term. So what does
Yeah,
that mean
I
to
feel
you?
like the understanding to me. No, the term is I would say, as you said, people have like different understandings of what that term is. For me, understanding it for myself and doing research and doing like what do I call myself, you know? I used to just say photographer. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but then I started to do video as well. And then after that I started to do painting as well. And I just didn't know if to say, yeah, I paint and then I'm a photographer and then I'm a filmmaker. To me, it falls under the umbrella of visual art. So, as I said, being a leaf in the wind, like
Mm.
if I have this inspiration to create a painting, or I have this idea that I want to express through film, like I want the both mediums to stand, um, and have the same respect in a sense. So
Mm.
being it falling under a category of visual art, I want to put out work under that category. So if I have ideas to do a sculpture, it's still visual art, you know. So
Yeah.
it's and how I like think about it is like controlled chaos.
Mm.
So it's like
That's the
creating these,
best.
yeah, it's like creating these guidelines that like I'm able to do what I feel connected to and I could put efforts into. And it's not limiting to a particular medium because it's all there for us to explore, you know, and
Mm.
understand and um and connect to it. So I would say, yeah, it's just it provides an umbrella for me and it gives definition to what I do, but it's also not it doesn't make me feel boxed in. So
Mm.
yeah.
Because honestly, like when I learned that you were call yourself a visual artist compared to like photographer, director, painter, it got me thinking about like my personal like feelings
Yeah.
and views of that,
Yeah.
And it's because like I love doing all that type of shit. I love painting. I can't paint for shit though. Like
Yeah.
your stuff is fire, bro. Mine is yeesh. But I like doing it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like directing. Maybe I might fuck around and start sculpting too. But it's
I
like
feel it.
but it's like when somebody asks me what do I do,
Yeah.
like hearing this right now makes me feel better to say a visual artist.
Yeah.
Because I hate being boxed in. I hate being told like you only
Yeah.
shoot photos, you only do this.
Yeah. I feel like, yeah, it just provides a good amount of exploration and like, like being a artist in general, the idea of labels and being boxed in and categories, yeah, it feels limiting to the person that's being put in that box, you know?
Oh,
And
real.
um yeah, and I feel like visual art is like people have their own understanding, but to me it's like, well, I have all this to explore, you know? And
Right.
yeah.
Do you find it hard to like, I guess, garner like respect across all the mediums?
Um I think I didn't realize how much, like, for what I want, I do want all to be at the same level. Um, and I want to be as good in all. Um,
Mm,
but it, for me to be as good in all is more about how I see the value of it, as well as how I see the works of my critiques on my own work.
mm.
More than what, like trying to reach a gauge of someone else's view. But it is a lot of doing and a lot of balance to be able to put efforts. Like while I'm thinking about the idea for a film, I have to finish this piece because
Mm-hmm.
I I know like it would just the idea would get stale, or the like like I wouldn't want it to just drift too
No, I
much.
feel that. Because it's so easy to fucking for that to happen.
Yeah, and I know like I want to be able to have presence. Man, as we speak, I'm just glimpsing this book, Basquiat,
Yes.
Basquiatism. So like reading these books or understanding the greats have left prints and left um, these parts and in their exploration, I I want to pay homage to these people. I also, yeah, I want to explore my own self with these mediums. And
Yeah.
so for me, I understand photography and I understand how I began to paint was I I felt like I hit the roof with photography and I felt
Hmm.
like I
That
learned,
part.
yeah, like all right, I learned all the things about exposure and the ISO and shutter and framing and coloring and I felt like it was a period in time where like I needed to scream and the camera and the lens wasn't enough. So then
Bro, yes. I know what
yeah,
I know. Yes.
yeah. And I also didn't have like enough resources for film and
Mm.
for the quality like I wanted. So as I said, it's trying to figure out that balance, but also being honest with it and kind of putting my heart on my sleeve as to understanding. Some will take the forefront. Some, like if I'm working on painting, like I don't want to think about that I want to shoot this film because then the painting would get, half-assed,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's trying to figure out like if I spend a few months doing painting and then a few months doing film, it depends on what is the need at the moment to express what
Mm.
is the story that like not that I want to tell, but that's needed to be told, and which medium would fit it. Because some stories could only be told through painting, and some stories could only be told through a image or
Mm.
a film. You know,
Right. That's
so
tight. So your work's really and your work's really inspired just by like where you are in life for you.
for sure, I feel like it's
That's so
always
tight.
it's always been like a documentation of like when
Mm.
when I scroll back and I like go through my phone or like images or it's exactly where I was at that point in time and what I was feeling at that point in time and the ideas and visions and perspective that I had at that point in time. And it's interesting to have the comparison and contrast between what is then and what is now. I think like I always think about is constantly trying to be present. So the more
Mm.
present I am, is the more I could live more honestly and more truthfully to what is happening right now. So trying to channel that through the work as well is like all the information that I need is like right here. And then
Mm-hmm.
it's like document. So create. And then before you know it, you have this catalog of your thoughts and your feelings and your perspective that is it's a vessel. I am
Right.
a vessel, I would say, to what is needed to be told. um and having it be told truthfully, I would say.
No, I feel that. I think that's a thing that I think is hard for people today in today's age to do is be present.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, like we're on social media, we're thinking about what's next. We're thinking about what's the next best meal I can find? What's the next best party I can go to? What's the next best like you know what I'm saying? Like nobody's
yeah,
able to be present. And I struggle with that myself. Like I have two kids and a wife. Like it's hard as hell to be present sometimes. You know?
yeah, man. And yeah, I think it's I just say like the human nature in all of us is like what's next, and
Right.
so it's
But why is that? I wonder, like, is it like goes back to like some like ancestral shit? I don't know, but
yeah, like it's something that I think about all the time, and when I realize like because it takes practice to rewind your mind, to
Mm,
get to a place of consciousness that you see it drifting from where you are right now. Uh,
mm,
there's I would say he's a philosopher. Eckhart Tolle.
mm.
So Eckhart Tolle, he has the philosophy and understanding of presence, and
Ooh, I need to learn this.
yeah, like his and some of his stories. So he sat on a bench for like 2 years. I'm not too sure if like he had breaks in between, which like I am almost certain he did, but like his objective or his day job would be to sit on a bench. And he said that most of the times when we like say like we're right here, we're thinking about like us having this conversation. We think about, all right, well, what do I have to do after this? So we finish talk around, all right, it's like 8:23 here, so around 9, I have this to do and that to do, and then we lose track of like we're having a conversation now, because then
Right.
nine could reach or not reach, or
Mm,
I could wake up tomorrow and not be here. But I was worrying about like right now. I'm worrying about tomorrow and not enjoying
dang.
now. Um,
Ooh, bro, that's some heavy shit.
yeah, and it's things to a lot of things to like think about of um where do we like there's this I meditated a few days ago, and in the session it was like, where do we need to be besides right here? Where
Mm,
where where's calling us right now besides being right here, because we could be there, but would we like really be there if we're not right here?
whoa, whoa. Hold on. Whoa, that's real, bro.
Yeah, man.
Dang, I got me over here shook.
I have to show you this. As we speak about that, there's this rock that I carry with me. I posted about it. I'm not sure if you
Yeah, I
saw it.
saw that.
So yeah, this rock, and like when I'm like about to reach my phone, or like I have my like fanny pack on me on my side, so I'm like, all right, dig, and I'll find this rock, and I'll be like right here, right
Ooh,
now, and it's like it's so small, but it's like a reminder of
dang.
be present, and
Yo,
if
I need to find me a fucking rock. Shit. I need that for real, bro. Like
yeah, man. But I have some questions for you. How is it the balance of creating and I don't know, to like tell me about being a dad and
mm,
finding that balance, finding the time right now to like have a podcast, and um
yeah.
yeah,
No.
yeah, you tell me.
Well, she's I've never been put on the spot. I don't well, let's see. It's hard as fuck for sure. I mean, like are you guys on lockdown over there too?
Yeah, well, right now, we're like going through the phases of coming out of lockdown. So,
Okay.
yeah, I think it was a few days ago they released the first stages are having some more stores open, but only
Okay.
the food industry. But
Mm,
you can't eat
yeah.
in the places, and yeah, like that's the only thing that's opening up, but only that and the essentials. So it's
Mm,
still no social gatherings and no gatherings more than 10 people, and um
word. Yeah, that's kind of us over here too.
yeah.
Yeah, but
um
like that's fucking like being on lockdown is so hard being a parent, and it's like I have a day job. I'm an art director, a content creator for like this ad agency,
yeah,
so I'm doing that at home, and that's hard because it's like being able to switch gears from being a dad to being a businessman is so tiring, like it leaves you like for real like I'm sitting on a couch half the day, but
Yeah.
yet I feel like I done walked like 5,000 miles because I'm just like constantly switching gears, you know?
Yeah.
And like it's for sure not an easy thing, but I know that if I don't do this sort of thing, take time for my craft,
Mm-hmm.
I can't be a good father, you
Mm.
know?
Mm.
And it's like because if not, then I'm not fulfilling myself. Like this podcast, I don't make money off this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just epic. This is awesome, you know. Like I just love meeting creatives. Like I'm talking to somebody from Trinidad, like across the world right now, and I'm like, you know, like how awesome is this
Yeah, man.
experience?
Yeah,
And
man.
it's like if I just said I'm not gonna do it because it's not gonna because it's too much work to be a dad. I'm too
Mm-hmm.
tired. Like I'm tired as hell right now. I had
Yeah.
another session earlier this morning, yeah, another interview this morning, and then a bunch of like edits on work stuff, and then had to go play with my son outside. He's 2. I got a 2.5 and a 5-month-old.
Yeah.
And then my 5-month-old's crying all day, and it's like being able to have. Well, you know what? I guess all that to say, I couldn't do this without my wife.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Like
man. The
having
queen, man.
the queen. Listen, for real. Shout out to my wife.
Man.
Like being like I couldn't imagine being a single dad, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because like having 2 kids, I couldn't be right here right now. They're
Yeah.
downstairs playing with my wife while she's making dinner for us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's beautiful that we're a team where it's like I'm like, hey babe, I'm sorry. I know you're cooking, doing your thing, but can you I just need like an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So it's
Yeah,
like,
I think team play, man.
you know, it's for real. And it's like it's definitely I think honestly just being passionate about what I'm doing, like all my freelance work, like all my photography and videos for the most part is freelance.
Yeah.
All my corporate stuff has been like automotive, like Acura and like Kia. And that's like that takes up a large part of my day, right?
Yeah.
But then I get off of work, come home, do the family time, whoop de whoop, haha, throw ball, whatever. And then, you know, then it's bedtime for everybody. And then that's when I start my next job, which is this, doing my passions, doing my reaching out to clients, handling the real work is what I consider it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like this kind of stuff that I'm doing, like this podcast, like this is the stuff that matters, you know, like
Yeah.
advertisement doesn't fucking matter. Like it's not doing anything. It's not making it like this. Even if this podcast only gets like 100 streams or even 10, even 3 streams, I know that it changed somebody's life or perspective on something at least. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. For sure. Yeah, I think this week is definitely important because a few podcasts I listen to, it's and in just having candid conversations, there's a lot to learn, you know, and as well as that idea of that balance of um doing what is fulfilling to you, um a good balance of what's something that pays the bills and a good balance of knowing the priorities of family and that time with friends and
Right.
yeah, I think balance is so key to us as creatives, you know, to be able
So
to,
real.
as you said, for you to be a good dad, you need to do this. So there's
Yeah.
like uh yeah, this need to do something. And yeah, I'm sure being a dad as well would inspire some of your work. And
Oh, 100%.
yeah, you know, and
Like kids are the most closest thing to innocence that we have on this planet.
yeah, man, observing kids. I think there's and creatives say it all the time, artists say it all the time of trying to maintain that wonder of that fresh look and to tap into yeah what it is to like just be a kid and like see something with such fresh eyes. You know, you look here and it's like
Mm-hmm.
so much wonder and so much play and so much for me like having that balance of I used to take myself way too seriously you know?
Oh,
And
we are like the same person, bro. Like you're like the meditative state of me. I'm trying to be on your zen, bro.
yeah, man. I mean, the islands have plenty to influence with that too. Like living on an island would definitely like influence some of that, you know?
Man, I love
Because
that.
I drive 15 minutes and I'm like on the beach, and no one's there, and I drive
Dang.
20 and I'm by like the river and it's blue water, clear, and there's no
Oh, bro.
um yeah,
I gotta
and
come out there one of these days.
bro, you have to, man. Yeah, man. I totally forget what I was saying.
Oh, you're saying that that you used to take yourself too serious.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think like as you said, as I said, we are always critics. So I would like critique myself on like this idea of perfection, and I didn't even know. So before like I knew how to master something, I would
Mm.
critique myself as the master without even being the master. So like creating an expectation that you don't understand and you don't know. So like the first times I picked up a camera, like I would be incredibly hard on myself for not getting it right when I didn't know what right was. When I didn't know about the shutter or about framing or about color, it was like, this is not good enough, this is not good enough, this is not good enough. And when I like stopped and just stopped for a minute and stop being so hard on myself on it has to be this particular way, I started to explore more and so more wonder and so more that like what, why does it have to be this way? Like
Right.
yeah, like it could be like, if I like it this way, then like it's cool, you know? And there's also
that part message.
yeah, and there's also more like so much more freedom in, you know, not like like the acceptance of things are being totally perfect, or the constant drilling of, and like it needs to be this way, it needs to be this way. Yeah, and just letting things be, and letting the failures happen and embracing those failures as well, not, you know, being too harsh on yourself for these things that you can't control, you know?
Right. I forgot who said it, but it was every failure is a step closer to the correct answer.
Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure.
But man, wait. So do you have kids or no?
No, I
Uh,
22.
whew. Yeah, man. Wait.
Yeah, I waited a while. I good.
Yeah, I'm 25 right now.
Yeah,
And man, it's tiring, bro.
yeah, man. I am so like, I would say like before I was eager and like, you know, like, but I, to be honest, I am afraid. Like I am afraid of, that's like a like that's like a whole being that, like, I'm still understanding myself. I'm still like figuring out things. I'm still like seeing which direction I
Right.
want to go, and like to bring a whole next being into that, it's like, yo, like I can't do this for both of us, you know?
Bro, but that's the thing, is like that's exactly how I felt. But I think when you're thrown to the fucking wolves with a child, you know,
Yeah,
like I right when we had my first son, I had just got laid off. We were in
yeah,
preterm labor at the hospital, bro. My job calls me. Hey, so we lost this client. Today's your last day. I'm like, holy, like, so I'm having a baby. I'm what, 22, and I'm
yeah.
like, I am now officially a fucking statistic.
Yo, Dad, my heart, I don't even know what I'll do in that position.
Bro, right. But listen, real talk, I prayed and all of a sudden this door started opening. Like I for
Yeah,
sure
man.
was free. I freelance, quote unquote, had no job, whatever, for probably 6 months. But like in those 6 months, I booked Nike, Chick-fil-A, like all this crazy shit, just back to back.
Yeah,
Like
man.
God had our backs, like set us up for show. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing, I get like a corporate job again. So now I'm making
Mm-hmm.
steady money, and I'm able to keep building my side career. And
Mm-hmm.
then like it's just crazy how like looking at my projection of like having a child put so much fire under my ass to like succeed
Yeah,
that
bro.
you
Yo.
know like it's real. Like I would work my day jobs, and then I'd go and work the Christmas tree lot during Christmas holidays, bro. Like no pay, it was strictly
Grind.
paid off of tips that people gave me
Yeah.
just so I can make bills meet. Like I was like, I am not gonna let my child like not get presents. I'm not gonna let this happen. I'm not, like
Man,
it's just
respect, dog. Respect to you, horse. Respect.
thank you. Thank you, man. But all that to say is having a child puts fire under your ass, and like I think like it's leveled me up in my career because of him, because of them. Like
Man.
me wanting to give them the best life possible. Like my parents gave me the best life possible. So I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
give my children anything less than what I had. So I'm like,
Mm.
fuck, these are some big shoes to fill. Fuck.
Man. Hmm. No, you have
So
me thinking it. If I had a child now, like,
right, like if you had a child right now and you're like stressed, like you know what I'm
no,
saying?
because I would have the same mindset as you, because like I would definitely like I would want the best, and I would want um and yeah, and I think it's like a thing there would never be like the best time, and there'll never be like
Mm.
I do think about like there will never be like the perfect situation and the best time for
So real, bro.
you know um but yeah, man, that is some good perspective. I'm still afraid.
Yeah, nah, listen, yeah, no, hey, listen, ain't no shame in that shit, bro. I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm
man.
I'm still afraid.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, why is he crying like that? What's wrong with him now?
Yeah, man. But I don't know. That must be cool to be a dad in speed though. Like, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's cool. Also, it's like being able to grow. Like I'm like you said earlier, I'm still growing.
Yeah,
I'm still finding myself, and my kids get to go on that journey with me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of awesome to
yeah,
let them see me, because I know in the end there's going to be nothing but success.
yeah,
So it's like
yeah.
it's cool to let my kids see me go from nothing to like success at the end.
Um, I had a question I wanted to ask. It totally lost me.
Wait. Why are you thinking of that real quick? I just gotta ask you: is the animal in your profile pic? What's the story behind that?
Yo, I was on. That's such a good question. I was on the rabbit hole of Twitter, right? And I was just scrolling, and there was this thread of animals, and I was like, I need to find these four and show you. And I was like, yo, this is such like great pictures of whatever animal this is. This should be definitely my profile picture. Is this one?
Bro,
This one?
what are these? Are they goats? Are they?
Bro, I don't know. And this one, so I was like, yo, this needs to be
Oh my god, bro.
my profile picture. And I have like, yeah, so it was this thread. And I was like, I definitely, because it's so random. It's so like, I don't know. It might sound weird, but it embodies me.
Bro,
That
I might
animal,
I I might do a raffle on my page for that to see who can figure out what animal this is on your profile.
bro, yo, yeah, I would love to know as well. Because my bet's on a cow, but
I was thinking it looks kind of cow, but low key could be like a fat goat, maybe.
A fat goat, yeah. It might. No. Um, yeah, I totally don't remember the question I was gonna ask. It was something to do being a dad, but
It'll come back around.
yeah.
I want to talk to you about your blurred eyes view exhibition.
Yo.
So can you just kind of give us a little background,
Man, that,
like it looked dope.
yeah, man. So, blurred eyes view. As you say that's a, as you said, I looked at my tattoo today, so I got it tattooed on my hand.
Oh, bro, yes.
And I don't know, like it being my first exhibition, it was like reminiscent on it is such a surreal experience. The inspiration came from man, a lot of pain. It was the end of a relationship, but like I was so just infatuated. I was so like just blinded. I had rose-colored glasses on, and I didn't see any red flags. None.
I
Right?
feel that.
And yeah, and I had a rude awakening, and I think it was like I've never felt pain like that. I've never felt like so. Like I don't know where to put all these feelings, and it felt as my vision was so distorted, and I started to document or images of what I felt in these particular moments. So it started to build, and you start to see a journey through it. And I said, like, for me to stay sane, I need to like do something with these emotions so I could understand it better. So I could, and then through my understanding of it, someone could understand and relate, and we could then have a conversation about it. So, and I was just intrigued to see like I just wanted to put this out, you know. So I started to build images and trying to tell this story, but it was mixed with like so much fear of putting out such vulnerable work. And it started in 2017, and it took a year to get to a place, to get the work to a place, and myself to take a leap to be like, I'm going to do this. And I set dates. I set a date for the exhibition and deadlines for everything that I have to do. And I said, like, I need to get this done, and I need it to be done in a way that no one has seen here, and that is immersive and translate what these emotions are visually. So I started to build with playlists, and then I started to research on how I could display the work that is not, I didn't have money to print. So I had the idea of doing television.
Printing is always the hassle, bro.
Yeah. And I got references to have televisions to display the work, but then that didn't come through. And there was this company that I reached out to, North 11, and man, blessings to them.
Shout out North 11 right there.
Yeah, they were like, I think they saw the vision as well, and they like to work with artists, and yeah, and they basically did it for free, and I was like, yo, like this is. So they came and I explained what I wanted, and they set up everything. And when I saw how the projections looked, and I did like, it was on the foreground was stills, and in the background was moving video. So what I did was I did a compilation of clips before, during, and after the relationship with this person.
Mm.
But I blurred the entire thing, and then I put the images that I took that embodied each period for me. So before, what embodied those feelings before. And if you look at the names, each name tells a story of that journey. So it's like a chronological exhibition. So from 1 to 20, you would see a story of a relationship. So the first piece is fear of vulnerability, and the last piece is alone. So it ends on like almost like a sad note, but it's on the picture is like it's so positive, like it's like
I love that.
I am no longer with this person, but I'm now learning the love that I gave to this person, how to project it towards myself, and as I said, learning, not being an expert at it, but still learning how to do so. So yeah, and just being able to share that journey. Man, my anxiety was like, and everything was just, and I set the dates, and like I think, side note of any project, setting dates, if you're doing it like and you're working for yourself, setting dates is like
Crucial.
It's so important. Yeah, it's just
it's life.
Yeah, because then you have like, all right, I need to work towards this, and I need to finish it by then. And then when I released the dates and stuff, I was like, there's no going back now. And
that commitment for real.
And like people came out and conversation started, and people it was so immersive and such a surreal experience, and such a moment that I understood so much about myself. I understood so much about the voice that I want to have, and the voice that I want to build on and make louder and learn to roar more. As I said, seeing it and being there, it was, man,
goosebumps.
Yeah, telling you, because so much people came out that like I just like, if one person came out, I was like, all right, great, I did what I had to do here.
Right.
Great. But every night, it was 3 nights, and every night, man, the place was packed, and like people came
amazing.
and and I understood it was a journey that I understood a lot about the art world. And yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing with art, and especially like because like you are able to use so many mediums, is that reaching that point of being comfortable being vulnerable.
Yeah, for sure.
That I feel like when you're vulnerable, that's when your best fucking work comes out, and it's just like,
man, like there's this, like I couldn't agree more with us saying, because there's this, it's almost like a superpower, like that you're able to tap into, and it's like at times I would know when I'm being like, I have my heart on my sleeve here, and like work doesn't always have to be extremely deep to be vulnerable, but if you honestly share on, sometimes saying I don't know comes from a very vulnerable place of saying like, I don't know this and I'm unaware of this. It's not saying like it doesn't again necessarily have to be on like a breakup or like a particular like just deep thing. Saying I don't know is as vulnerable as that, because you're showing your true self, and whatever that true self is at a particular point in time, could only be true to you.
Being right there, right there, right then. Yo, like real talk, I'm about to give you a rock today, bro. I need it.
Yeah,
I
bro.
need that. I need that, and it's dope because it's like super meaningful. Because it's like it's grounding
Yeah,
vibes from the
bro.
ground.
There's this next one I have. It's gratitude. I have gratitude written on it.
Fire.
So it's like when I see these, it's like simple reminders of, gratitude. I think about 10 things I need to be grateful for and thank God for, and, humble myself on knowing there's some people going and sleep tonight that don't have a roof, and I have a
Right.
roof,
Right. Right. People are hungry right now.
Yeah.
No food.
And yeah, so could be right here and be grateful, man.
Oh shit! 1 second. I actually hit my I hit the AirPods and it started playing music. I'm like, I can't hear it. Dang, technology, bro. Damn it. Did it again. What the heck? Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, man.
I'm curious to ask you, do you have a certain medium that you're into right now?
Man, film right now. Like I've been
Okay.
working on since March. I've had this idea for a film, and I've done shorts before. I've done documentaries, more documentaries, but I want to do. It will still be a short, but I'm thinking 20, 30 minutes. But I want, if I take a year, if I take 2 years, mark the date of this, I'm going to look at this whenever I release it
You
and be
hear
like, wow,
you,
this was when I was talking about it.
you hear it right now, y'all.
Yeah, I wanna do a film. So I've been my headspace has been just consuming and just like taking in all this information of what I want my film to feel like and the notes that these directors use. And I wouldn't say I'm a writer, but I want to write the film because I wanted my directorial debut to be like, this is who I am. This is like visually like what I'm thinking, and the story, the essence of it. I wanted to be true to me, and I also wanted to be a story that has important conversation in it, has important messages, and just good dialogue that could be started after.
Right.
And yeah, so again, I have no idea how long it'll take. I have no idea like the resources that I would need for this particular film, but as close as I could get to the idea that I have now.
What's the idea? Or can you not share yet?
No, I am actually. So the idea is it's a love story.
Okay.
And it's, I don't want to give out too much about it, but it's in a general sense, it's a love story that has a lot to do with art, and art being what brings these two people together from two different worlds. And it's a dialogue and exploration of an exchanging of these worlds, and just a journey of perspective, and these perspectives clashing, and the visual magic that could happen between it as well. Thinking about the script not only with the verbal dialogue, but visual dialogue as well. So
Fire.
how it feels, the sound, the general mood of it. I wanted to be like, those playlists that they have on YouTube with like this girl and she's in her room and it's like,
Oh, the bopping.
like chill,
the
like
lo-fi
chill,
beats.
yeah,
Yeah.
like the movie needs to feel like that,
That's tight.
and I definitely want to bring elements of Trinidad and home. I could say the name that I'm like going with is Julie Mango.
Julie Mango.
Yeah, Julie Mango.
Oh.
Yeah, so that it was stills, but because of the virus, I've been like outside, just in nature, and just absorbing and finding inspiration for this script. And every time I go outside, it's a mango season here. So I have a mango tree outside and a Julie mango tree. And I was like, a mango fell. And I was like, this character, one of the key things about him needs to be a mango. Like, he needs to be like known for Julie mango. Because like mangoes here are like a thing. Like, it's like a big thing here. Like,
Is it really? That's so tight.
yeah, it's like island, like a Julie mango. That's
Maybe
my
he
favorite mango.
incorporates it into like the art or something. He
Yeah,
like
like
rubs it on the paintings to fine tune it.
what I'm thinking is to explore different ways in which this character knocks on the doors of being like who we are as artists when no one is looking kind of vibes, but this is this person all the time, you know?
Oh dang. I'd be hella weird.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, so Julie Mango, whenever it comes out, it's not something that I want to rush. As I said, I want it to be truthful, I
Yes.
want it to be strong, I want it to be, but yeah, that's where my headspace is at right now. Film. And I've been, because of the virus as well, I haven't been able to do shoots. But
Mm-hmm.
what I've realized with all my work is like, because of this idea for film, it influences the painting and it influences my photography. So
Mm-hmm.
right now I want to like take stills as if it's stills from the movie. So it
That's tight, bro.
like if it's like a mood board, and then the
Right.
paintings, as I told you, the pastel colors, um it feels like the movie, you know?
That's sick.
So it's like almost like I'm like transforming into like, this is the objective here, and all mediums head in this direction here.
All gears forward. John. That's tight,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
Yo, I'm already ready to watch this shit, dog. Like
Yeah, man. Julie Mango.
you gotta do like a world premiere, bro. Like
Yeah, wherever it goes is where it's supposed to be. I
mm,
like that's the next thing as well. Like I want to do more research as to where I could, like, I don't know much about like the festivals per se.
mm,
Um, so I mean the virus kind of like threw off a good amount of like things, of course. So
right.
it's trying to figure out what festivals are happening
Yeah.
that fits the movie. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and the movie fits the festival. Um, and yeah, just exploring that industry as well, because it's a completely different industry for like photography or
Right.
art. It's, yeah, it's a film. So
It's a Shark Tank. Savage.
yeah, I mean, all these industries are definitely, but I think as you said, of being truthful and being vulnerable, and yeah, that's why I said like I'm not. I feel like I don't want to rush the process of it, because I want it to be. That is also a double-edged sword, because I don't want to
Right.
like 10, 20 years pass and I'm like, yeah, I'm still thinking about this film.
we
um,
we'll do like 10 more podcast sessions and you're still like, yeah, I'm still
like,
thinking
yeah, I'm
about it.
still working on. I have like the last piece and I'm almost ready. And then 10 years after, yeah, man, well, I'm almost ready. Yeah, but yeah, it's trying to find that balance of putting it out in a good time, and yeah, just doing the research to where it should go, and um knowing when to like pull the trigger. So
Mm,
right now it's just doing all the background work of building the character and building um the script, and
mm.
getting it to a place where I feel confident in it, and shooting. So right now, like, we can't shoot, so I'm just spending time on like conceptualizing. And
Yeah.
what I realized too is like it's almost I don't know if this happens to you, but like when I'm in a creative spaces, like especially for this, like I'm looking for like things that fill the gaps that I don't understand about the film yet. So like
Mm-hmm.
the character, I'm thinking about like who is this person. So like it helps me to like look closer,
Right.
and yeah, observe more and different attributes from different people that I would see, or conversations, or as I said,
Mm-hmm.
so two worlds coming together. How where has that happened that I've seen it before,
Mm-hmm.
and like how did that happen? So, and like I feel like those ways too are like it makes it so human, like so relatable when like you see it firsthand and you see, well, this is how this person was in this interaction here. And
Mm.
yeah, trying to bring that out visually. Um, yeah, it's just absorbing and soaking and taking it all in, and yeah, and taking
Dang,
notes.
bro. Dang, bro. Got me inspired, man, out here. Got me thinking about ideas right now. I'm like,
Yeah,
man,
man.
well, we'll wrap up a little bit, but I just want to know, like, what advice do you have for like future creatives out there?
Um, I would say one, definitely take the time to understand yourself
Mm,
and understand your voice, and there's no rush to go anywhere. Like, be gentle with yourself in the whole process of it, because like people will be hard on you and your work, and like the last person you need to be hard on you is yourself.
mm,
And yeah, follow with the passion and listen to like what that inner voice is. And if you're spiritual, listen to God, listen to what
mm,
direction he's pulling you in. um
mm,
what what is that need that he wants you to fulfill. um yeah, and like in caps, listen, like just listen and spend some time understanding. And you
mm,
know, we have this idea of, all right, by 20s this is has to happen, and my 30s is supposed to happen, and my 40s
mm.
is supposed to happen.
Right.
But like that's not like for everyone, like spend time and understanding what that voice is, and if you have that creative pull, and like you need to do it, and take the leap and definitely do it, and just keep going, and don't look back as like what if and this and that. Just keep
Mm-hmm.
going, and
Dang,
believe.
bro.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yes. And then let's wrap up with the round of speed questions.
Yeah, yeah,
You ready
man.
for this, bro? You ready for this?
How long do I have to answer? Like 2 seconds.
5 to 10.
All right, boom. Let's go.
All right. Sunset or sunrise?
Cool. Not this question. Sunset.
Biggest inspiration?
Whew. That is so hard. I can't answer that one. I don't know. Like, it's too much.
Burritos or tacos?
Burritos. I like this
Ants?
softness.
Right, right. Ants or spiders?
Ants.
Art or science?
Art.
Dinner with one person, dead or alive?
Ask again?
Dinner with one person, dead or alive. Like it could be Einstein, or it could be whoever.
Um, um, Basquiat. I would love to have dinner with
Ooh,
Basquiat.
right.
Just talk to this man. Yeah.
Ocean or land?
Ocean.
Breakfast or lunch?
Breakfast.
Cats or dogs?
I have both. So both.
Photography or video?
Both.
What what's one thing you take for granted?
Um, hmm, I think at times the position that I have in life, like
Mm,
um, the comforts that I have there.
mm.
Sometimes
Weed or alcohol?
weed.
And the last question, Poppy and Friends podcast or Poppy and Friends podcast?
Poppy and Friends podcast.
Woo! Yes. Yo, for real, there's so much more like that we gotta talk about, bro. Like there's
Yeah,
even
man.
the art culture out there. Like,
Yeah,
but
yo.
we gotta save some for the future interview, you feel me? We gotta
Yeah,
you
man.
know,
For
ease
when
it
I
in.
like talk about the film and when it's coming out.
Exactly. On the next one.
Yeah, man.
We'll bring you so next season's already filled up, so season 4, you coming
Yeah,
back.
man. Blessings. And I'm saying it now. When the borders are open and when we're able to fly, you come to Trinidad and I come to
Yes.
LA.
Hey, I am with that, bro. Please.
Blessings. There's space here. Welcome to stay here. Blessings.
Likewise, bro. Likewise, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, thank you so much for hopping on, bro.
Yeah, man. It was
And
good.
I was gonna
Good.
say follow on. I was gonna do some like promo shit, follow,
Yeah,
subscribe,
man.
but I don't really
Yeah.
know. I'm still figuring all this podcast shit out.
Yeah, well, you plug and I'll plug. You
There we
first.
go. Yo, so follow and subscribe on all the platforms and shit. Apple,
Yeah.
Spotify, whatever you listen on.
Yeah. And same here. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, just KristonKK or KristonKK. Um, yeah.
Yee!
Yeah, man.